What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Rock Rehab RC. So today we're going to be doing another unboxing brought to you by Mountain High Power Sports here in Vernal, Utah. So this one is pretty cool. It's got some really interesting features. One of them I've never seen before on an RTR is it has a rear dig feature that allows you to lock up the rear axle and drive the front axle to pivot around obstacles better. It's also one of the only out of the box that have four-wheel steer.
Yep, with both those features, the price that it comes with, it's an awesome bang for the buck. It's really hard to get that just right out of the box with four-wheel steer, and the dig brake is normally a pretty advanced option, so pretty excited to see how this thing runs.
Well, let's go take a look at it. So this is the Ridgerunner by Redcat. Like I said, it is four-wheel steer. Right off the bat, I did notice these tires are pretty hard, so we'll have to see how those do. But I don't know, they might surprise us and do all right. So this one comes out of the box with a 1500 milliamp hour 2S battery. It is a motor on axle, so there is no drive shafts, nothing like that. The motor just is right behind the front and rear axle. And it'll be interesting to see how well the rear dig does. But here's the controller. So the rear dig, you turn it on right here, just where it says rear lock, and then you can cycle between the four-wheel steer options with just this button. You know, you hit it once and it turns to four-wheel steer. You hit it again and it turns to crab walk. You hit it again and it turns to just rear wheel steer, and then you hit it again, you're back to front wheel steer. And of course you've got your throttle trims and your front and rear trim. So let's get it plugged in and we'll try it out. All right, so there's our front steering. Push the button one time. Now we got four-wheel steering. Push it again. Now we've got crab walk. And push it again, and now we just have rear steer.
And show what dig brake is.
So then your dig brake, you turn that on, and it locks up the rear axle and just lets the front spin. What that does is that allows you to pivot that front end really quick, so it gives you really sharp turning. Now, it really is going to help out when you're in an obstacle, just to move that front end just a little bit. So let's get that turned off and put it into four-wheel steer, and let's see how she crawls. So the price point on this is actually really awesome for a tent scale. It's one of the cheapest tent scales that I've ever seen. So this one runs right about $170, which I think is awesome. If you're looking to get in to tent scale, $170 right off the bat is awesome. So let's check out that dig. Let's try to bring the front end over to the left just a little bit. Oh, that works great. That brought that front end over. So now we can make this turn down onto this lower shelf. That works really awesome.
Yeah, that is honestly really cool.
And that four-wheel steer for a box stock rig like that, that is something that I think is awesome. I've never seen that before.
And for the price point, it's crazy that it's got it. To have both the four-wheel steer and the dig brake.
Oh, all right, so right here, we're falling off the back a little bit. So let's go ahead and put it into a crab walk and see if we can't get it back up on there. Oh man, that makes it so much nicer. That's almost cheating.
I love crab walk.
So now let's do this, just the rear steer, so we don't let the rear end fall off. I was pretty unsure about this, but that's kind of changing my whole opinion on this right here. That is awesome. Well, let's see what she can do. See, like right here, we're gonna lock up that rear end, and we're gonna drag that front around. Try to climb up this. Your first impressions, Riley?
I think that it's way more than I thought that it was going to be for the price point of it. Just the fact of all the steering options for the price point is really freaking cool. I'm excited to see it go up some hills, but it looks like it's going to be pretty decent. And it's motor on axle really helps keep that weight down low. I've never ran one that was motor on axle, but seems like a smart idea just because of the weight distribution.
Oh, there you go. Now we got the first roll over. So far, I'm kind of liking it. Those tires are way too hard. Definitely needs some good aftermarket tires. Man, that four-wheel steer, that really makes a big difference.
Pretty good descent right there.
Let's see how fast it goes. Oh, that's pretty good. Check out that rear dig a little bit more.
When you do the rear dig and four-wheel steer, that would make a difference. Oh, that's so different. I've never seen dig before. It's fun watching it.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, let's try when you do four-wheel. Yeah, you can do the big four-wheel steer.
Not sure if it'd make much of a difference, but it's cool it's doing.
Now, what's nice that I did notice is you can back up even with the rear dig lock. You just back up, reposition, now your rear end is still locked up. That's a really nice feature.
Try another descent.
Let's test the side hill. We don't want that. Oh, that was cool.
Yeah, I went right up that.
You want to give it a shot?
Yeah.
See what you think.
Gonna come down over here. I love playing with four-wheel steer. It's always so much fun being able to swivel that back end around.
It is, and it's really awesome how you can get four-wheel steer and dig for such a great price point.
You can go pretty slow with it too. Just being the stock brush motors, that's pretty darn slow. I'm impressed with that.
Now that really helps out that turning radius.
Yeah, it does do a pretty good side hill too. Oh. I love the color of it too.
Yeah, it's a great color. I'm pretty impressed by it. For a box stock crawler, it's got a lot of features. And besides the tires being so hard, it's doing really well. I think with a good set of nice soft tires, this is really capable.
Yeah, if it was getting a little bit more grip there, that would have gone right up it.
I just can't get over how good that four-wheel steer works.
All the weight's pretty low. A lot of times when there's stock, they tip over pretty easy, but this is doing pretty well as far as that goes. Come on, baby. Oh yeah. Eating it for lunch. Flex is pretty good too. That's all tires on the ground right there.
Yeah, that's really nice. Great center clearance.
The crab walk is so handy in situations like that. A little bit too far to one side, no problem.
Just go back to the camera and talk about it a little bit.
Set it up so behind us. All right, guys, that thing is pretty awesome. I can't believe how well it can go around corners. That four-wheel steer honestly works really freaking well for the price it comes in at and come in stock like that. It worked great. That dig brake, that was fun seeing that. I've never ran a truck that dig brake before. I really enjoyed watching it. I bet there's a lot of situations that if you could lock up the rear and turn like that, you can get up some pretty technical stuff. That's a big advantage that it's got right there. And again, just for the price of it, it's amazing that it has both of those features. Overall, it did really well as just going over obstacles. It went up a lot of crazy stuff. It'd be a great platform to start building off of. I'm impressed with it. Great bang for the buck. What do you think?
I was really impressed with it. It did really well, especially for, I mean, $170. You can't go wrong to get dig and four-wheel steer. Granted, it does need some softer tires, but what out of the box vehicle doesn't need better, softer tires? Well,
Yeah, and again, this is brought to you by Mountain High Power Sports, so definitely check them out. Located in Vernal, Utah, Mountain High Power Sports has been awesome to us, and we're really happy to have them around. So, thanks for watching, guys.
see ya.
Catch you on the next one.